I'm gonna do Blood, Sweat, and Heels episode, I think it's 7. So it starts off with Demetria and Bree. They're gonna look at venues. Bree's gonna have this party. She's gonna have, like, I guess a 7-year anniversary for her blog plus her book and stuff like that. She's gonna have like 300 to 350 people. She don't want to invite Micah and Daisy, and I can totally understand. She was like, she don't want to have Micah anywhere there's alcohol being served. I can get that. And she still haven't resolved her issues with Daisy from the first 2 episodes. So I can understand why she's not inviting these girls. They're not her friends. Why would she be inviting them? I get it. So then Bree tell her about the talk that she had with Micah and how nothing got really resolved with them. She said she was more mad after she left than she was before she got there. So, yeah. Then you have Micah and Terry. They're getting ready. They're getting the house ready for Micah's mom to come. Micah's mom comes. She's there to support her since her dad had died or whatever. So when she get there, they talk about the dad passing. And they talk about how the dad used to be abusive or whatever. And how he was 14 years older than the mom. And we find out the mom is a pastor. And all this kind of stuff. So they show Micah up in the confessionals, fake speaking in tongues. I want to snatch her fucking throat out. Like, bitch, you don't play like that. Especially when you go to church and shit like that. Or you know, like me, was raised in church. Bitch, you don't play with God like that. That is something special. Speaking in tongues is like talking to God, your own language, talking to God. So to me, it felt like she was playing with that. Because that don't just come out just natural like a whole like English fucking conversation. Like, that irritated the hell out of me. Micah Boo. I don't give a fuck if you was born in a Baptist, raised in a Baptist church, and you used to the people shouting and all that. But the way you act, it's like, I just can't get with. I can't get with Micah. It just seems like she be trying to be something that she's not. I'm not saying, oh, she's trying to act black or... No, because she's black. We see that. Her mama's black. We see her, okay, her dad's black. We see that she's black. But I don't think that she really act like that. I think a lot of times Micah puts on for the cameras. I really do. So... Then the mom asked about, you know, marriage or whatever between her and Terry. So she don't want to tell her mom about Terry cheating on her in his 20-year previous relationship and shit like that. So I'm like, whatever. So then you have Demetria. She goes see Melissa. And Melissa basically tells her about, like, she asked her if she made any sales. Melissa really haven't made any sales. That shit ain't going the way she thought it was going to go for her. She also tells her about these kids that she works with when it comes to like reading books and all this kind of stuff. She got like this book club. Then they talked about I think they talked about her event. And then Daisy ended up calling. Daisy ended up telling her about her event because she was like, I'm sitting here speaking to Demetria. And she was just like, oh, I was going to call her next on the list. And she tried to invite them to her book event. And Demetria was like, no. Like, nope, won't be able to do that. So when they hung up, Demetria was like, what the fuck you looking at me for? Like, I don't fuck with her. So, and I get it. Like, I don't know why they trying to make these girls friends. They met up. They didn't get along. Well, Demetria not feeling Daisy. First of all, Daisy wasn't feeling Demetria either. I hate when bitches do that. They start shitting and act like nothing fucking happened. So, I get where Demetria is coming from. Like, I don't fuck with her. So why should I go to her party? Why should I invite her to my party? We not friends. It's just some people that you fuck with and some people you don't. It's no hard feelings, no shade to them. You just don't fuck with them. So I think that's where Demetria is really coming from when it comes to Daisy. Melissa's not feeling that. You can tell all by her facial expression she wasn't feeling that type of shit. So then you have Daisy and her mom. She comes in from California. She's there to support her daughter. She's really proud of her. Talking about, oh, this is her first time coming to her book party. And I'm sitting there like, why did your parents have to come separately? You talking about they cordial and all that kind of stuff now. But I'm like, why they didn't come to the same party? But whatever. I thought Daisy looked it a lot better when she didn't have no makeup on. Before the lady started doing her face and all that in the confessionals, I thought Daisy looked it a lot better with no makeup. Maybe it was just me. I don't know. Then they talked about the event. They talked about the drama with the other girl, about the other ladies, and why she don't understand why everybody just can't get along, and why they can't drink. And the mama was like, maybe that's the problem. Maybe y'all shouldn't be drinking and trying to work some shit out. That usually makes it worse. So I get that part. I liked her mom. Her mom seemed like real cool. I think her mom was like a psychotherapist or some kind of doctor, mind doctor. And then, her dad's a lawyer, so you know she came up from good upbringing. It's just Daisy is a little airhead to me sometimes. Melissa and Demetria, they go to the bookstore to meet up with the kids for the book club. They're just basically, these are kids from public schools in Brooklyn. So they talked about the kids being readers and do they want to write books and oh, this boss irritating me. Do they want to write books and about them being a nerd and how they embrace being nerds. And, you know, Melissa was telling the kids, like, back in the day, I had to hide and be ashamed of being nerds, but I like how you guys embraces being nerds. One of the kids talked about being bullied. Another girl talked about girls that's dressing like they just want to show all their skin and how the music videos influences little girls nowadays. One little boy was talking about how, he caught the girl some thoughts. I was cracking up. And Melissa's like, what is that? And I'm sitting there like, well, y'all is in the older crowd, and this word is a new kid's word. Maybe you have to have a teenager or be around teenagers to know what a thought is and be around it. So, I get it. I got a teenager, so yeah, I got it. And I thought it was funny because I'm sitting there like these kids in their language these days. So... and if you don't know what a thought is, that hoe over there. Just saying. But these kids just make up words so they think the parents won't get it. But we get it. We got it. Y'all talk too damn much around us so we catch on to it. And my thing is, making up words didn't just come around nowadays. The kids are teenagers now. We made up words. Our parents probably made up words so their parents didn't know. So, hey. But yeah, I liked how they talked to these kids. It was a really cool little thing with the kids. Melissa tried to bring up how she used to be in a video, and the one little boy was like, yeah, I know. Yeah, my family talk about you all the time. Yeah, yeah, we know. And I was sitting there like, yeah, Melissa. They probably went back home and said, Melissa Ford is coming to the bookstore. We're going to meet up with Melissa Ford. The uncles probably was over there like, yeah, baby got ass. We seen her up in the video. Mama was like, oh, yeah, that old... yeah, you know how some mamas get. So, yeah, their parents do probably talk about you, Melissa Ford, because you're known in the industry like that. So, anyway, like I said, regardless of what she did in her past, working with the little inner city youth and all that kind of stuff is a good stepping stone. Maybe that's what you should be doing, Melissa. Just saying. Maybe you should be talking to young girls and teaching young girls on how to conduct and carry themselves so they won't be labeled and have to live with that label like you're living with yours. Micah and her mom have lunch, and her mom just basically brings up Terry. Her and Harry had that walk, and how Terry told her how he cheated on his wife and about his previous relationship, and the mom was pissed off because Micah didn't come tell her. First she was like, well, I was mad, but then she told Micah, like, I'm glad you didn't tell me, because she never would have got to know him and all that kind of stuff. The mama, like, really wasn't feeling that, and Michael, you know, basically took up for him and was like, well, I don't think he would cheat on me and all this kind of stuff. And I'm sitting there like, girl, boo. And then she brings up how she was engaged 3 times and all of them cheated on her. So I'm like, and you gonna continue with this fucking pattern with Terry? I don't give a damn if he not cheating on you now. He cheated on you. So he already did the same shit that your other people, your other ex-boyfriends did the same shit to you. You just stay with this one. Like, come on, like, I don't know. I feel some kind of way with her forgiving him, and like if nothing ever happened, like she won a prize or some shit, a big bald-headed ass. I don't like him, and I'm gonna tell you why. We'll keep going, but I'm gonna tell you why I just don't like him. But anyway, Daisy getting ready for her book event. The lady starts showing up. Everybody is there except Demetria. Like she said, she wasn't coming, and I was happy for that. Like, bitch, if I say I ain't coming, I ain't coming. I don't like your ass. Then Geneva, okay, Melissa and Bree were sitting there talking, and I guess Micah felt some kind of way because nobody's talking to her again. And so she walks up, try to like make her presence known when she walked over there. Then Geneva walks in, and you know, she speaks to everybody, even homegirl Micah. She speaks to her. She's like, that's all she was gonna get because of the shit that happened at the vineyard or whatever. So, with Daisy greets everybody for thanking everybody for coming, her mama and all that kind of stuff. Then she had like this style workshop where she was telling girls how to take pictures and pose and hide they fat and all that kind of stuff. I thought that was cool. I really did. I thought that was cool. Everybody was laughing at her, and I'm like, okay. Then Micah made a comment about Daisy like get it from her mom. She likes to talk to everybody. She likes to be social with everybody, and when people don't like her, then she don't comprehend that. And I can see that. I can really see that with Daisy. She airhead, told you. Then Melissa makes a toast for Daisy, and I'm sitting there like, okay, yeah, she's trying to support her friend. I can't give you that. Melissa supports these girls, maybe because she ain't got shit else to do, but she do support all of these girls. That's what the real friend's supposed to do, is support all their friends regardless of what you got going on. I mean, not like that, but you ain't got no money, but you can always show up something like that that's free. If they charging, then that might be a little different story. But hey, I do like how she show up. She show up with flowers. She really be supportive of these girls. Now, I hope these girls need to give her a job or some shit. That's what my problem is. Like, Micah, why you won't give Melissa a job if you work at an agency? I don't know. But anyway, so as Melissa was giving his toast, Micah wastes her drink on Daisy. I'm sitting there like, you shouldn't even have shit in your hand because you always being talked about. I don't know. She just always been talked about. So then you have Bree was standing there, and Terry. This is why I'm finna say I don't like this motherfucking big bald headed ass. Terry comes up to Bree, and he was like, he was trying to make it seem like it was cool, and then I'm gonna say, you know, I'm not in that stuff, but you and Micah need to work it out and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, this don't have shit to do with you. This is some bullshit bitch assness. Like, Bravo, where y'all getting y'all men from? This don't have shit to do with Terry. And I'm so glad that Bree and he trying to take up for her or whatever. Michael walks up because Bree's like, you wasn't there. So then Michael walks up, and I guess she hears the ass end of the conversation. So she want to know what's going on. They kind of like trying to talk about it, but not talk about it. And so she was kind of say like, oh, so you agree with her? He's like, no, I don't agree with nobody, and all this kind of stuff. Then Geneva walks up because Bree was like, wait a minute, you wasn't there. Let's ask Geneva. Don't say nothing, but then ask her. I don't understand that part. So they all talking or whatever. Geneva and then Bree and, because Geneva tells him like, you wasn't there. You don't know, but basically they both telling him, you don't know what the fuck happened. You only know this girl is coming back telling you. So you don't know what happened, so you stay the fuck up out of it. And that's how I was feeling too. So then him and Bree walk to the side, and then you just have Micah and Geneva sitting there talking. So then Geneva was like, you know, you were calling me all out of my name. You calling me Wesley Snipes and all that kind of stuff. And Micah was still calling Geneva Wesley Snipes even in the confessionals. She was like, I could call you a high yellow heifer, but I'm not. So I think, Micah kind of got her little feelings from that. Then she started finger wagging and shit, doing all this Cynthia bullshit. Bitch, no. I'm sorry. This is what, and I'm sitting there like, this is not the time and the place for this shit. This is Daisy's event. This is not the time and the place. So Geneva knows this ain't the time and the place. She tries to walk off, but she did walk off loud and was like, man, let me go because I would beat this bitch up. She would be on the floor. That's all I think Melissa and Daisy heard was Geneva saying that Michael would be on the floor. So Melissa kind of started blaming Geneva talking about she can't just act right and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, bitch, do y'all see y'all friend over there finger wagging up in this girl's face? What was she supposed to do? Y'all lucky she walked the fuck off and not just hit her, because if it was me, I'm just saying it would have went a whole different way. She talking about, well, do it then. Do it then. You gonna be 2-1 food all over the motherfucking walls. Bitch, no. First of all, you can't even stand straight to fight straight. I'm just saying, like, come on. Like, that shit irritated the shit out of me. But none of this shit would have never happened if Terry, big bald-headed ass, would have never walked over there to Bree and tried to confront her for his girl. Like, Demetria said, like, regardless if she understood him taking up for his girl or whatever, but she was like, Greg would have never did. I think that's his name. Would have never did that shit. Between women, this is some bullshit. If it was a dude coming at her, yes, you take up for her, but it was not that. It was women issues. It was fucking women issues. If you would have went to Greg and said, well, I heard you was saying something to my wife or my girl when we was in, they was in the Hamptons, then I can understand, even though Greg didn't say nothing. But you don't come at women. If your woman can't handle that bullshit, that's on fucking her. Just saying. Like, that shit was just way out the box. I was pissed off the way they blamed Geneva for that shit. Geneva ended up leaving. Bree ended up leaving. Yeah, and they ended up continuing with the party, and that was that. Whatever. What else happened on this? Micah, I was cracking up when Geneva called Micah a hood rat with a Chanel bag. I was like, yeah, I can see that, but all y'all bitches some hood rats. I don't know. Only person I really like is, well, Bree don't give me a problem, and Demetria. And people be mad at Demetria, but I'm like, she just don't like bullshit. I'm the same way when it comes to this. I have a very low tolerance of ignorance. Very. I will snap on a person that just so out there loud and always trying to be seen. I'm just not with that. All that finger wagging, bitch, I will hit you quick. Especially if you're in my space. I will hit you quick because I'm not with that. I'm not with that arguing back and forth. I will just pop off and hit you because, bitch, if you gonna come up in my face and confront me on some shit, you want to fight. If you gonna, it's a difference between coming to talk to somebody about something and coming to confront somebody about something. If you coming to confront me, I'm going to swing on you because, bitch, first of all, I'm not going to let you get the first hit because I was always taught the first person's hit can be the other person's last hit. So, So, I will pop the fuck out of you. So, yeah, all that, I wasn't with Micah. I was wishing Geneva would have popped off, but then Geneva would have looked bad because that was an event that wasn't just like at somebody's house. That was at Daisy's event. So, yeah, that would have just made you look worse that you beat this old drunk-ass girl up. Whatever. Anyway, moving on from that bullshit. Now everybody's going to get ready for Demetria's party. Demetria's at home. It's raining. Now she's hoping everybody show up because it's raining. Bree called and tried to tell her about the drama, but she's like, shit, I gotta stay focused on my damn party. I ain't got time to be hearing this shit. This is some bullshit. So then Melissa's at home at her studio that she paid almost $3,000 for. I'm like, girl, this is why you're broke. But you can't live like the Joneses. Sorry. You ain't got the Joneses kind of money. You ain't got Obama now money. You ain't got, what's the girl name from Sex and the City? You ain't got them bitches money. So no, you need to go back and live in the hood in a nice apartment building. Just saying. You can live in the hood and not have to hang in the hood. I'm just saying. Like, ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just don't live beyond your means and try to be like these bitches and ain't none of these bitches giving you a job. That's all I'm saying. So, they all getting ready. Davey talking about she gonna crash the party. I'm like, see? That's why I don't like this airhead ass bitch, because I'm like, this is not right. This is not somebody's home. You're going to somebody's event to crash somebody's event. What if somebody did that to your little punk ass event? That was some bullshit if I ever heard of it. But whatever. And I'm so tired of these motherfucking people on these reality shows talking about hashtag this, hashtag this. Bitch, can we please speak English? We don't need all these abbreviations, hashtags, when y'all grown ass women. Okay. Demetria has her blog book party or whatever. She's signing autographs. Everything is going cool. Bree arrives. Like I said, everything is going nice. It's really professional. Really no drama starting. Just straight. Then you walk in Daisy and Melissa. Once again, Melissa bringing flowers. At least she can afford that. So I ain't mad at her. But why? Why Daisy? And even Demetria looked at her like, bitch, you weren't invited. But she didn't say nothing, and I think she's going to let her stay because they're going to talk it out. Well, they're going to try to talk it out, but Demetria is going to basically let that bitch know, I don't like you. I don't like what you did at that party, and Daisy's going to get up in her feelings because, like Michael said, she don't know how to handle that type of shit. So, and then I think next week, well, when it comes back on, Melissa gonna get fired from her job, and I'm sitting there like, girl, you should have got fired the first day because I feel like that job wasn't for you. I don't know, it just don't seem like it matched, and that just didn't seem like that was gonna be the job that was gonna lead you into a career. That's what I'm saying. So anyway, this is my review for Blood, Sweat, and Heels. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you thought about it. Sorry it's the next day, but shit, I be tired when this shit come on at night. I'm just saying. But I be trying. Follow my girl Ashley Miller 1987, might be 801. Some More Love also do this show, so check her out. And I'll be back tonight for Basketball Wives LA season 2 episode 2. Everybody have been doing their reviews, but I'm gonna just wait till the show come out. Come on, I'm not gonna go and search first of all, because these bitches ain't worth searching for. I'm just saying. So I'll just wait for that shit to come on tonight, and then I'll have my video up tonight. Sorry, I'm not invested in Basketball Wives like that. Sorry. But I will give you guys a review because I will watch it, and we will talk about these bitches. I'm just saying. So yeah. Talk to me, I'll talk to you back. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, Xbox Live. I do everything by The Ghetto View, THA, not THE. Talk to me, I'll talk to you. Alright, peace.